Oh my god. This is my hello, and this is pretty weird. This is my first Let's Play in a while. 2 years, in fact. But yeah, how's it going, everyone? This is my hello, and welcome to my Let's Play of Mega Man 2. A classic. I'm sure a lot of you have played it, and for those who haven't, you've probably seen footage of it, or heard music, or played Smash. But yeah, so there's normal mode, which is, for the Japanese people, super easy mode. And there's difficult mode, which for the Japanese people is normal mode. But I'm gonna do normal mode because I can't play Mega Man for shit. So let's do it. So this is your typical Mega Man game. Very typical, since it more or less started this. It's set the standard for the series. So we have our choices of Robot Masters. You know what the obvious first choice is. Come on. Who hasn't played Mega Man 2? Of course you have to play with Metal Man. This is going to be such a weird experience, but, you know, let's have fun, shall we? So, this is the basic... When it comes to controls, this is the most basic Mega Man game you can have. You know, you can jump and you can shoot. So you're jump and shoot man. I'm sure that joke has been said many times, thanks to some grumpy dude out there on ow. I hate those things. They do so much damage, and you have to be so pixel perfect about edging away from them too. Especially with these conveyor belts, they're not helping. And then there's these where you have to wait for them while you're not on a moving platform, but you have to wait to jump before you get hit by them again, otherwise they'll hurt you again. And you don't want to be hurt. But thankfully there's this part now where you can, well, these husks of corn come out of the ground and ceiling and, you know, drop refills. So I'm going to be grinding here. Grinding from drills that grind into the ground. Or, as I said before, corn. I know that they're drills, but they look a lot like corn, so I'm calling them corn. I mean, they're drills, which makes sense because this is Metal Man stage, and wow, they're not dropping refills. Oh my god, they're not dropping anything. Come on, give me some stuff. I'm grinding here. I'm grinding in a platformer. That's a sin, if I haven't ever seen one. And I'm not saying it's a game's sin, I'm saying it's my sin. You know what, forget it, I'm not gonna grind anymore. It's taking too long. It's not worth it. If I die, so be it. Here we go. I sounded like I took a dump there, but let's not talk about toilet humor. Man, it's gonna be so weird, you know, doing this after 2 years. Well, I mean, you've already said that. Everyone gets the point. You haven't Let's Play for 2 years. Suck it. You know, Let's Playing has changed over the past 2 years, so standards are high, man. Standards are high. Which is why I'm recording from an Elgato, for example. That's right, I'm not emulating this as you thought I would. I'm actually capturing this from my Wii with the Virtual Console using an Elgato, so I can record in potentially 720, p in HD, which, is just what you need to record an 8-bit game, right? Speaking of which, is this my first NES game? NES game? If so, in my, 5 years of Let's Playing, I never Let's played an NES game? Well, that's something. I've had a weird list of games to Let's Play. And also, I didn't make the jump. But speaking of which, I've Let's Played for 5 years? Yeah, since I started in the winter of 2010, right? Which was still when Let's Playing was, early enough, but just before it blew up, right? But yeah, that was 2010. My, sophomore year of college. I remember that because I do remember when I started, Let's Playing when it came to years in school, but when it came to actual years, I almost forgot. I always remember that my anniversary for Let's Playing would always fall right before Christmas, which, there's a story behind that. I started Let's Playing when it was winter break, the beginning of winter break, so, I was bored and lonely, so, oh my god, these guys, I hate these guys. They charge towards you whenever they see humans or robots, so they're so annoying, but if you clip them out of this stage, You'll be fine. Just don't clone them. Anyway, instead of walking through the doors, I'm gonna jump through them because Mega Man's jumping sprite is awesome. Don't you agree? Alright, let's get on with this boss battle. And I hope I don't die, because I've already died once. Now, people say that... I mean, here's the thing. If you want to fight Robot Masters without using any other... You know, if you want to fight Robot Masters with just your energy, your Mega Buster, which is your essential basic blaster. Wait. What? So apparently I died? And he died before I did? So, wait a minute, what? I'm sorry. Okay, I'll admit, it was my fault because I was playing like complete shit. Like, I was being very sloppy in that fight. But... what the hell happened? I mean, I'm so used to glitches like that where you'd be the one who's boned, not me. But yeah, I guess we're doing Airman stage next. You know, we got the Metal Blades, which will pretty much rain terror on everyone. So let's go to a stage where the Robot Master is resistant to the Metal Blades. After all, Airman, right? Airman is so popular they made a song out of him. Some Japanese song. Well, it's not a real song, more like a fan-made song. So I know that I should probably jump before those little guys appear, but I'm just being overly cautious because if you get hit by those little guys while you're jumping, you get hit, you're stuck in your hurt animation while you're in mid-air, and you know what that means, you die because you fall to your death. So I'm just being overly cautious, and you know, with Metal Blades, you can just destroy anything that isn't yourself, so go ahead and destroy everything, yay. Basically, once you get the Metal Blades, oh, I missed the timing, now I have to wait again. Just because I'm being overly cautious, this isn't how you should play Mega Man, by the way, or the stage, but I'm just playing like complete shit because, well, I am complete shit at this game, so I'm just being very, very, very cautious so I don't kill myself in the process like I did before. Like 1.5 times before. Now you can also aim diagonally with your Metal Blades, but this is one of the first times I'm playing Mega Man 2 on a console that's not an emulator. Well, I mean, an emulator isn't really a console. Yes, that's right, I emulate games, but oh, these guys, I hate those birds. They're like annoying birds. Wait, Leon! They're like Sin Spawn on Earth. Did I just reference Final Fantasy X unintentionally? Sin Spawn. I don't know, like, I would say Devil Spawn, but that's just getting a bit too religious. So I'm just saying Sin Spawn instead. What the hell happened? Well, I mean, you can't see behind the clouds because this is this Airman stage here up in the sky, so... You know, I like the song. It's so... airy. Get it? It's so... well, I mean, it's whimsical, so I'll give it that. It's very whimsical and so... airy. I know there's no other words I want to use besides airy, which, you know, makes sense. Oh, no. That was clumsy. That was super clumsy. Oh my god, I'm so ashamed of myself. This is turning into a shit show already because I'm down to my last life. I wonder if I can grind. Don't grind. Just do it. Nike. Right? Of course I have to fail so hard. I mean, I've learned that platformers are not my expertise, and I'm not an expert on these games. There you go, that's what you're supposed to do. Should I grab that? I should, but... timing is an issue here. I mean, I'm not going to be in huge need of Metal Blades. Oh, hey, Fat Mega Man. How's it going? How's the diet going? Not working on it? Oh. That should have been much worse than it should have been. See, this is the point where they assume we've learned stuff from, like, oh, and I cut them out of the screen, that's great. See, this is the point where they assume you've learned something from the mechanics of the game, so they try to combine, you know, the elements of the game in different scenarios to make sure that you've learned game design and such. Mega Man, Mega Man. Obvious reference right there. You know what I'm referencing. Everyone knows what I'm referencing. Even demons know. Hey, that actually is... Stop referencing Game Grumps or Aaron Hansen. Ego Raptor. Ego Raptor. This commentary is going nowhere fast. I'm just being stupid. I mean, stupid is what... How does the quote go again? Basically, being stupid on YouTube is good. Because that's what people want. They want stupidity. So here's Airman, which nobody can beat, right? Right? And I also have trouble getting past that first wave of tornadoes. But then, you know what? I'm not gonna risk it. I'm low on health and I'm gonna get a game over soon anyway, so, well, I mean, I also could have just stood there and waited for him to turn around, but I don't know. With my playing style, there's no telling which way I would have gone. I could have actually just pressed right by accident, by instinct, so... Yeah, that was a stupid move, but I was also being very overly cautious, so I suppose it's for the greater good. I lost a knee tank. I shouldn't have used it. I was so stupid, because you're supposed to save those because they're like reserve energy, just in case you're boned, but this is only the beginning of the game. You shouldn't be wasting E-tanks like that. Well, I mean, you should if you're in a dire situation and I was down to my last life and I didn't want to go through Airman stage again with those demon things and whatnot. So yeah, we got this thing called Item 2, which I'll be using later on. Not now, and probably not next video. So yeah, we have these 6 Robot Masters left. Who will we fight? Find out next time. I sound so enthusiastic, don't I? But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, great. If not, well, I hope you have a good day. See ya.
Do you mean he puts on airs?